Functions always belong to a class. The scope priority for variable lookup is local class member global. The self variable is always available and is provided as an option for accessing class members. See self, but is not always required and should not be sent if the function's first argument, unlike Python. Parsing my function.
Print B. Return A plus B nested. Return is optional. Without it, null is returned. A function can return at any point. The default return value is null. If a function contains only one line of code, it can be written on one line. Func square.
Return a.
Font hello world. Print hello world. Func empty function pass. Functions can also have type specification for the arguments, and for the return value, types for arguments can be added in a similar way to variables. Funcs my function. Int pass. If a function argument has a default value, it's possible to infer the type. Funcs my function. The return type of the function can be specified after the arguments list using the arrow token. Funcs my int functional. Functions that have a return type must return a proper value. Setting the type as void means the function doesn't return anything. Void functions can return early with the return keyword, but they can't return any value. Funcs, void, function. They can't return value. Note: non-void functions must always return a value. So if your code has branching statements, such as an if-else, must have a return. E.g., if you have a return inside an if block, but not after it, the editor will raise an error, because if the block is not executed, the function won't have a valid value to return. Referencing functions. Functions are first-class values in terms of the callable object. Referencing a function by name without calling it will automatically generate the proper callable. This can be used to pass functions as arguments. Func array, funcable, var result. For item in R, result pushback hall. Return result in return value var my array. Print var plus one able lam one prints. Note: callables must be called with the call method. You cannot use the operator directly. This behavior is implemented to avoid performance issues on direct function calls. Lambda functions. Lambda functions allow you to declare functions that do not belong to a class. Instead, a callable object is created and assigned to a variable directly. This can be useful to create callables to pass around without polluting the class scope. Var lambda. To call the created lambda, you can use the call lambda call 42. Lambda functions can be